to Hard Rock. Stadium here in Miami. Currently the Patriots in control of the football as we resume action in quarter number 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They run for it with Harris. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tua. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Stevenson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
84 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Another catch there for Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is not. And oh, what a catch! And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Tua going to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Folks' kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the NFC, a division matchup pitting New Orleans against Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead over the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to halftime. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Now he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man right side, Myers. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
There's the stiff arm. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Dolphins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 131 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued, but when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Barkley again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Tua going to try and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll run with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Smith here. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Jones. This complete to Henry over the middle. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To his throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marvin Jones from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here. This up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And this This is caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. To throw is Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Barkley. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go.
The players on you quickly upgrade your team at the end of each.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my crazy. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my I'm the bitch, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, and it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call it. It don't hurt the break, 'cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull him out before we talk it that I'm waiting for him to do it. Run it like I'm gonna do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go, get off, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. So I do the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'ma go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke. You can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for I just aim it ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in love.
Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Greenfield.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for can't trust him cause he not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here we go. Rule 32.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That one caught, and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. He's got a man complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack at this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Tua to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Why would I ever have to cop up a chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here we go, set. Execute, move.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. Nice little juke. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to pass. Tua forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. On target over the middle to Hill. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's They'll run for it with Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we've got it covered.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time and leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now it's Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik Harrison. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 21-0 our score after 1. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, able to avoid him. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He's got him in, complete, the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 76 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Tua going to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Steps away. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.